Yosemite National Park is a place of breathtaking, vertical beauty. It is a landscape of massive waterfalls, ancient sequoias, and the legendary granite monoliths of El Capitan and Half Dome. But beneath the beauty lies a staggering statistic. Yosemite is a hotspot for disappearances that defy all logic. In the missing 411 files, there is a specific correlation between anomalous disappearances and high concentrations of granite. Yosemite is essentially a giant crystalline structure, and it is here that we see the most disturbing profile point of all: impossible travel. Cases where children and the elderly vanish in a split second, only to be found miles away, thousands of feet higher in elevation, in areas that even professional climbers would struggle to reach. Tonight, we are treading into the granite trap of California. Welcome to the portal, where myths, nightmares, and mysteries are just one step away. My name is Epoch, and I will be your guide. To preserve the light, we must first face the dark. July 17th, 1981. 14-year-old Stacy Arras was on a group trip in the High Sierra region of Yosemite. They were staying at the Sunrise High Sierra camp. Stacy was an experienced hiker. She was comfortable in the mountains. Late in the afternoon, she told her father she was going to walk a short distance from the cabin to take a photo of a nearby lake. She was not alone. An elderly man from her group was sitting on a rock, watching her. He watched her walk toward a cluster of trees just 50 yards away. She walked behind the trees and never emerged. The elderly man, realizing she hadn't come back, walked over to the trees. He found Stacy's lens cap resting on a rock, but Stacy was gone. The search was massive. Search and rescue teams, helicopters, and dogs combed the granite slopes. They found nothing. No footprints, no clothing. This is the Yosemite profile. A person vanishes in a tiny window of time. In Stacy's case, it was less than 30 seconds. She was in a high-elevation, granite-dominated area, and despite a perfect line of sight from a witness, she was simply erased. The lens cap being left behind is a recurring theme, a signature of the 411. A single, small object left as a marker while the person vanishes. If you have watched this far, remember to subscribe, like, and comment what would you like to see next. But it is the finds in Yosemite that are truly terrifying. There are numerous documented cases in this park where small children, some as young as 2 or 3 years old, vanish near their parents. When they are found, they are often miles away. Think about the physics of a toddler. They have small legs, they tire easily, they cannot navigate thick brush or steep inclines. Yet, in Yosemite, children are found at the top of 3,000-foot ridges. They are found across deep, rushing rivers that they couldn't possibly cross alone. When these children are found alive, they are often in a state of shock silence. They do not cry, they do not speak, they often cannot remember where they have been. Most disturbingly, they are often found missing their shoes and socks, yet their feet are not cut, not bruised, and not dirty. It is as if they were picked up by something, carried through the air, and deposited on a high granite shelf. This leads to the predator theory. Is there something in Yosemite that has mastered the granite? Something that doesn't leave a scent and doesn't leave a track? If you look at the folklore of the indigenous people of Yosemite, the Awahanichi, they tell stories of stolen children and sky people who lived in the high rocks. Perhaps they weren't just stories. The most chilling part of the Yosemite cases is not just the disappearances, but the response of the National Park Service. When researchers have attempted to get a centralized list of missing persons in Yosemite, they have been met with a wall of silence. The Park Service has claimed in writing that they do not keep a list of the missing. Think about that. An organization that manages millions of acres and thousands of staff claims they don't keep track of who vanishes under their watch. When Paulitis, a researcher, filed a Freedom of Information Act request, he was told that if he wanted the list, he would have to pay over $30,000 for the research costs. Why is the government so protective of these records? Is it because the numbers are too high? Or is it because the patterns, the granite, the water, the impossible travel point towards something they cannot explain? In the 411 files, Yosemite is the epicenter of the Special Forces connection. When a high-profile vanishing occurs here, the military is often seen in the deep woods, far beyond where the civilian searchers are allowed to go. The granite cathedrals of Yosemite are beautiful, but they are also a laboratory of the unexplained. If you visit, remember Stacy Arras. Remember the lens cap. Remember that in a land of stone, your eyes can play tricks on you, and the earth can be more porous than it looks. Thank you for treading in the darkness of Yosemite with me. If you liked the video, remember to subscribe for the next one, and perhaps check one of our previous works that will appear on screen. Good night, and stay in the path.
Let us now step back into the portal and go to our segment of time and space. If you would like to see a longer video about what we went through today, or if you would like to see another specific video, leave it in the comments. Feel free to check any of our previous voyages on screen. My name was Epoch, and I will see you again on one side or the other. Farewell.